The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. It's 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The playoff picture becoming much clearer, but still a handful of games yet to be played. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Bulls in Chicago. And guys, for the Bulls, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the heart
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. And certainly this is a game with playoff implications, as a win here would guarantee them the best record in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and as far as the regular season goes, this is as good as it gets. This truly, to me, is the definition of a rivalry. I mean, a game between these two teams has always been special.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen a ton of great games between them in the past. It's hard not to get amped up when they face each other. I've been looking forward to this one for a while.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one misses. Outside jumper. Irving drives in, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other all-stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
And that one's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cleveland on defense. Last time they met in Cleveland.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Irving kicks to LeBron. 5 on the clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
That's good from Irving.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. LeBron against Young. James. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Here's Drummond following the basket by LeBron James. And that one's good. Drummond.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Irving passes to LeBron. Irving attacking. Good work defensively by Gasol.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Now, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
First one falls for him.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
That one misses.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, I was able to talk with David Blatt for a minute. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Rose, and the rejection by LeBron. Nobody near Irving. Gasol with the rebound.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
To the paint, deflects the pass, stolen by Varejao. Smith against Shumpert. Now the feed to James. Jacks up a three. The shot will not go. And it's Chicago the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff too.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, and you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. James with the bucket.
He presents the defender with a serious challenge, always.
Bulls trail by 6. Here is Rose. A 24-point outing in their last game against Miami. Floats one, and it's sent back by Irving. There's the dish to Thompson. And Shumpert kicks to Varejao. James against Gasol. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year, he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
He's off on the first. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down and when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Now here's LeBron, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort, it's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
How about that eclipse? What a screen by Smith.
Irving dishes to Thompson. Feeds to LeBron. From the arc. Rebound by Smith.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. Then last year, down to 35.
Here's Gasol. Offensive rebound. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Shumpert passes to Irving. Drummond working against James. Thompson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. 4th, Derrick Rose.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
And to me, that's what makes them so special. I mean, they don't have one way to punish you offensively. They've got several. You want your point guard to be the most versatile player on the squad, and these guys are.
It's stolen. Here's Gibson. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. And now a 3-point Chicago lead. This is to Mahimi. Back to Irving. Inside. Shot to stop the run. No what? And the Bulls going the other way now. Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Heat in Miami. Lets it go from 14. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. James, left side. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Snell. Pass to Clarkson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Mo Williams.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson. Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Brooks comes in for Irving. So he gets them both. And here is Brooks. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Picked by Mozgov. And Brooks. Here we go. Gibson with the steal. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Williams. Now, Clarkson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Fires from deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Picked by Mozgov. And Brooks. Here we go. Cleveland moving the ball around. Outside Jefferson. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. And he nails the jumper. Brooks has got his first basket. Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Clarkson kicks to Mirotic. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Mirotic has got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Shots good by Gibson. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Brooks kicks to Williams. Mozgov dishes to Williams. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Williams. Clarkson with the ball. Splitter with a screen on Brooks. Clarkson passes to Splitter. Tries again. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now, here's Clarkson. Richard Jefferson missing his last shot. Mirotic the screen. Clarkson kicks to Mirotic. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game. And Kevin, while we have a moment here, let's take a look at the Bulls and see where they ranked over the last month in the NBA stats. First in rebounding, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league. And for that note about Mirotic, in the fourth, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Now here's Splitter. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's Jefferson coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. A shot by Williams, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Clarkson. Misses the 3. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brooks outside. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That drops.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pass to Mirotic. Misses the jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2, maximum 3 times a week. You know, here you could be playing 4 or 5 times a week, and your practice time is going to be limited, and your ability to change things is going to be limited. You know, adjustments can and will be made and should be made, but you got to be a lot more pointed.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
Kyle Gasol is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Young, then it's Terrell Wright, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Rose, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. That's good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Chicago.
Great hustle defensively through the first half. contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Irving. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
4 on the shot clock. Nice D from Verejao.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And Shumpert kicks to Verejao. That's good. Verejao's got his first points of the game.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
LeBron with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. James kicks to Irving. And it's Verejao penetrating, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. They get Paul Gasol.
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on him. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
The first one falls.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up. Then only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Verejao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Verejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely.
Here's Smith. The Cavaliers making the shot. Rose kicks to right. He dishes it to Young. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from right. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Rose. And there's Verejao. That's good on the assist by Irving. 6 points for Anderson Varejao. Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Rose. He's got 6. A wide open look here for Wright. His 3-pointers off the mark. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside jumper. He kicks to Irving. Jacks up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rose against Irving. A step back shot here. Rose Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 8 points.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And the pass to James. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Finished off the break. And it's 7 points for J.R. Smith. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him. Kicks it to Bergeron. On the wing, Shumpert. Second shot opportunity. He squares up and sinks it. Shumpert's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Irving against Rose. Lets it go from 14. Bergeron grabs the board. Bergeron's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Bergeron. And good on the basket. Hook it. And now it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Shoots from 12. Drummond. And that one is stuffed right through.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Picked by Bergeron. Irving dishes to Bergeron. On the wing, Shumpert. Covered by Smith. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Down low. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games, as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Derrick Rose third.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Chicago. Splitter comes in for Nick Young, and it's Clarkson in for Rose. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mahimi's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Brooks checked in for Shumpert, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. He hits both from the stripe. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. Brooks outside. Picked by Mozgov. Brooks outside. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Jefferson, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Chicago trailing here. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Mirotic. It's stolen by Jefferson. Outside Williams. There's the feed to Mahinmi. Picked by Mozgov. Mahinmi kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. There's Mozgov. Kept alive. Here's Mahinmi. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Gibson with the screen on Brooks. And here's Clarkson. The dish to Smith. Splitter sets a screen for Smith. Off the screen. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Snell's checked in for the Bulls.
Tony Snell.
Now Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now Clarkson. Outside Gibson. Mirotic, the pass to Split. Mozgov with the block. Outside Jefferson. Brooks with it. 5 points in the game. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by Brooks. Mozgov dishes to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Williams for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. 4th in assists, 4th in fast break points, and they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. Cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
Shot's good. And it's 7 points for Brooks.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now, here's Clarkson. To the inside. And finished off by Mirotic.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And the Cavaliers call time here. To check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And they take the lead. 6 points for Nikola Mirotic.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Mozgov, a screen on Gibson. LeBron kicks to Mozgov. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now, here's Clarkson. Feeds it to Mirotic. Fader on the way. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James has got his third rebound on the night.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now, here is Mirotic. 6 points for him. Brooks, the pass to Williams. To the inside, Mahimi. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Snell. Brooks covering. Snell dishes to Mirotic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Brooks misses. Well, Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Derrick Rose is checked in for Tony Snell.
Derrick Rose.
Cavaliers leading. Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. From downtown, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions, your family, your friends, your fans, you can concentrate better. Okay, wait, did I just say my family, friends, and fans are distractions? Okay, let's go to the next thing. Let's go.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
When you think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the other end. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball. Bottom line, they need to protect the ball and play under control.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Good game for Irving. 10 points. He's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Pulling out the wings, it's Shumpert, LeBron, Thompson, and Verija at the 4 and 5. And it's Irving at the point guard position. Now here's James. The step back jumper is good. James has got the first basket of the second half. That one for Cleveland. Rose against Irving. And that one's good. 10 points for Rose.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake. And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Chicago grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dishes it to Rose. Smith outside. Pass to Drummond. For the lead. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 6 points for Andre Drummond. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Smith, the pass to Rose. Baseline try. And no good as it rattles out. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Shumpert dishes to Irving. To the paint. Little turnaround. And James with the basket on the assist by Irving. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Rose kicks to Drummond. Drummond a screen. Smith for 3. Varejao grabs the board. Varejao's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. From 10 feet out. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Varejao's got 10 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Gasol. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Pass to Thompson. He dishes it to LeBron. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Drummond. Young up top, covered by Irving. Beyond the arc. Young's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Irving passes to Varejao. Gasol with the steal. Rose against Irving. Outside Rose. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's south side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Back to Varejao. 4 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight. Bulls trail by 5. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 1, the Bulls. The Cavaliers, 4th.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
Bulls making a switch here. Splitters checked in. Verajao against Drummond. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Here's James. 12 points for him. He kicks to Irving. To the middle. Here's Thompson. It's deflected. Now here's Rose. The fast break opportunity. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. On the wing, Thompson. LeBron outside. Picked by Verajao. James dishes to Verajao. And that one's good. Verajao's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Rose. 14 points for him. And it's good. Pop through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. That's on LeBron James. And the Bulls making a change here. Lights checked in. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. To the paint, here's Verajao, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andre Drummond picks one up. For Cleveland, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And he's good on the second.
Talk about a terrific game for Verajao. He has 15 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Here's LeBron. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. James has got his 6th assist on the night. Bulls trail by 3. And Young kicks to right. Screen by Young. Drummond in the post. Verajao on. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletically.
You talked about the raw physical tools. Then you factor in the 2 things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet. And he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. Now, here is Irving. He's got 12. Baseline try. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here is Rose. 17-foot shot on the way. And he hits the jump shot. Rose has got 11 points in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The screen from Thompson. And the pass to Irving. Puts one up, and it's sent back by Drummond. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Williams, he's checked in for Cleveland. So it's the Cavaliers now. It's a 1-point game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thompson. No good off the front iron. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Rose. Williams against Young. Off the pick. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And so here's Cleveland after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Irving. That's good. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now Irving after Darrell Wright's 3-pointer that didn't go. Mozgov sets a screen for Thompson. It's Mozgov, high post. He's against Splitter. Irving drives in. Puts it up. A rebound by Young.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Take a break.
Man, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. He's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
Yeah, you know, talking about Gibson, he started 70 games his first year and made the all-rookie team. But thereafter, had been mostly a 6-man off the bench through last season. It happens, but it's still somewhat unusual for a guy to go backwards like that.
Chicago leading. Kicks it to Clarkson. Young, a screen on Williams. Clarkson passes to Mirotic from the baseline. Mozgov grabs the board.
And talking about Gibson, if he ever wants to be seen as a high-level starter, he needs to work on a few things. More bankable moves in the post, more fluid post game, if you will, and really increased strength and consistency. I think those things will carry him to that starting five.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Now, here's Clarkson. Back to Young. 3-pointer. They get a hand on it. The Cavaliers trail by 3. LeBron outside. Lets it fly. The shot by Williams, no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
inside. Here's Mozgov. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Brooks against Mirotic. Brooks dishes to Mozgov. He feeds it to Mahimi. Back to Mozgov. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Mozgov's got 8.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out in.
And here's Clarkson. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Mirotic the screen, and Gibson kicks to Splitter. Mozgov grabs the board.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Brooks. 7 points in the game. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Splitter. .27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Clarkson. Brooks covering. And Young kicks to Clarkson. And he converts the layup. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Mozgov with the bucket.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Young. Can't hit. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. In Chicago, they lead by a bucket. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And Chicago has possession. The lead is 2. Got Rose. Andre Drummond is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Smith, and it's Mirotic in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Rose. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Bulls shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Gasol a screen. Rose passes to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Gasol's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Williams. This is into Irving. From the wing. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now here's Rose. Gasol inside. He's guarded by Williams. And again, Pau Gasol. Now it's a 6-point Bulls lead. Well, Cleveland shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Thompson dishes to Verajao. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Verajao's got 9 points here in the second half. Smith outside. draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a night so far for Rose. 19 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
2 shots.
No good on that one.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And he sinks the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Left side, Shumpert. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Thompson, a screen on Mirotic. Williams kicks to Thompson. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now, here is Mirotic. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Varejão's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Irving attacking the 10-footer. And it falls over the rim and in. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Chicago calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Al Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a 2nd-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Now, here is Irving. The feed now to Williams to tie it up. And the shot is good. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Rose against Irving. The dish now to Gasol. Stolen by Varejão. Outside Williams. On the wing, Shumpert. The kick out to Irving. To take the lead. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Inside, stolen by Varejão. And that one's good. Drummond.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Irving. It's Thompson off the drive. Feeds to Varejão. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Williams again missing. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Smith kicks to Rose. No good on the 3. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Dishes it to Smith. Shot is no good. Shumpert with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 14 points here in the second half.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Verajao setting the pick for Williams. Pass to Verajao. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And he knocks down the first one. And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
Nick Young's checked in for Mirotic. A switcher also for Cleveland. James is checked in. And so he hits both. Now Rose. Pass to Drummond. He dishes it to Smith. He kicks to Gasol. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Gasol at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Gasol. Second free throw, no good.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the backcourt.
Here is Rose, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Rose kicks to Gasol. The turnaround jumper. Verajao grabs the board. Verajao's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And he gets the bucket. And that's now 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. 24 points for Rose. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Thompson passes to LeBron. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Smith dishes to Rose. There's the pass to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside Irving. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Verajao with a screen on Rose. Irving misses. Chicago leading. Drummond a screen. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Verajao. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pitch to Gasol. Down low. And it's Drummond missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket. They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Rose attacking. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Poke loose. Goes back up. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Checking out the game LeBron is having, he has 17 points and 7 assists. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Rose. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Gasol kicks to Drummond. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And again, Chicago. No good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Varejao can't hit. Bulls trail by 5. J.R. Smith on the wing. Releases. Bullseye.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's Irving missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And here's Young from the arc. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland leading by 3. Irving passes to Thompson. Picked by Varejao. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Varejao's got 6 points in the quarter.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And James throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Shot is off. Good defensive work there by Young. Outside Rose. Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Rose dishes to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Now here's James. Irving from long range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Rose against Shumpert. Outside Rose. Drummond the screen. Rose kicks to Drummond. That's good. Now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're leading by 3. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Left here in the fourth quarter. Picked by Varejao. Outside jumper. Back to LeBron. Six to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's Rose. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Derrick Rose at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Rose.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
He feeds it to Smith. Yes!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left to play here in the 4th. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. There is Zhao with a screen on Young. James against Young. Passes to Verija.
Got it! That bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop can seal the deal.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 1. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
Outside Rose. Back to Smith. For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game, and, you know, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Anderson Varejao. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
He put everything he had to his rebound, and it made a huge difference. This was a taste of what he's capable when he gets his mind that he's going to dominate.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.